Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's Cubezella, or you can call me Zella, and we're back at it with another speed build for the channel. This one is also technically a throwback. I know we do Tuesdays and Thursdays throwbacks, but this is also one. We're just doing the herbs specifically for that channel. When it comes down to like the PC stuff, I do it kind of differently. We're actually working on the Newbie game, and the funny thing is I actually built this on my my laptop, not my PC. So this build was recorded on my laptop. So you kind of will see a little bit of a change. I also did play in this build after the fact of building it. So there's some slight changes. Like I said, I do like to be a little thorough with my builds and stuff. So they do get like play tested or whatever most of the time. I do miss some things. I can't control the whole roofing glitch that's been happening. Oh my gosh, I can't speak. That has been a thing that has happened, unfortunately. This morning has been an eventful morning for me. I woke up this morning and filmed for a podcast. By the time this video is out, I'm assuming the podcast episode should be out. So I'll be on Alex's, the Woohoo Tattoo podcast live mode. I believe you can find it on Spotify. I think she posted to her YouTube link as well. So I did that this morning, which was really exciting and really fun. Hopefully I'll be back for more, especially since I got her interested in some consoles. I think a lot of sim players are used to mostly the PC games and those iterations compared to the console iterations. I feel like those were definitely left behind by a lot of simmers for some reason. I think some of them didn't even know there was different things in the game. I mean, Bob and Betty Newbie also were in some of the console games, but they were completely different. They're also known to they changed race in one of the games. I think The Sims 2 Pets, possibly. I think they changed race. I could be wrong. I don't have it looked up, and I'm not going to look it up because it's not that big of a deal. But Bob and Betty Newbie are very, very classic characters. And I did a Bob and Betty Newbie inspired house. This is for my save file that I've been working on. I've been really excited about that. It's been real fun. And I call it the nostalgic save file. I guess that's the vibe. I was just going to call it Zella's save file. But at this point, it has turned into mostly a nostalgic save file where I focus on a lot of nostalgia coming into The Sims 4 in general and adding it. So I've been adding herbs and newbies. The funny thing is I didn't really play Sims 1, so I didn't really play newbies, but I know who the newbies are and I know that they're classic. They're Brandy Broke's parents, so which is very, very important because Brandy and the whole Broke family is such a big staple in The Sims. Also, you do see me right now. I have this bright greeny kind of wallpaper on the outside, outside of the house. That does change after this whole build is done. I turn it into more of a muted blue. It was just too loud for me. I love it though. I think it's really good. I love the way that the build did turn out. We changed things. Don't worry, I will talk about it though. But yeah, the newbies are a very interesting family, and I've been playing with them. I played them in this household. The catch to this build is it is on the Sims 4 gallery. But because I uploaded it with photos of the family, it is reading as quote-unquote CC being in the game. So when you guys do go to my Cubezella gallery page, you are going to have to click custom content allowed, because apparently photos of your Sims is custom content. It's kind of annoying because, I don't use CC like that. So it's kind of shadow blocked, shadow banned, whatever you want to call. So, yeah, unfortunately, it should just be, Newbie House and, Cubezella. Nothing too hard to find. I really love this house. This house really comes together, and you're going to see at the end, but, man, I struggled building this at first, but then I end up basically having a masterpiece, and it's just so great. The Newbie household is, like I said, an iconic staple in The Sims 4, and I feel like this house is iconic. I did use, some kits and stuff. I for my save file will use everything to my disposal. If I have it, why not? It's my save file. It's what I want to play in, and it will be eventually hopefully posted if I can figure it out to everybody. But you're also seeing me struggle with the living room. Listen, it took me a while to figure out the floor plan of this house, but once I did figure it out, I'm very proud of it. I really do like it. I'm very, very happy with it. I tried to do a sunken kind of because a lot of those 70's or those retro kind of houses do have like multi-levels or like, you know, sunken in stuff, but unfortunately, I just couldn't swing it the way I thought I would swing it for this, but I do swing a multi-level somewhere in the house, and again, I love it. Unfortunately, I did run into some, you know, glitches with all the updates while I did play the family in this house. I also enjoyed a lot playing the family in this house. It was very fun. I got the void sim glitch for the dog. Unfortunately, nobody in the family has tattoos, not yet at least. And I will say, at the time of this recording, I have, in fact, made Brandy's trailer in The Sims 4 in my save file. And I am starting to play in it. The fun part is I actually put them in a trailer park. So they're with Johnny Zest, and they will be with Dudley. I'm excited about that one. It's not ready to be uploaded or anything yet. Gosh, sorry if you heard that. My Snapchat went off. I thought I muted my phone, but apparently it didn't. But I went back in the recording, and it's pretty low, so everything should be fine. But yeah, I haven't made Dudley or anything. That's gonna be like a Sims 2 busting out kind of thing. I did tell you, like, Tuesdays and Thursdays are nostalgia days. We are working on Herbs 1. And I do want to, like, almost play the console Herbs right after this Herbs, because it would, like, make sense to keep Herbs. But genuinely, I've never played the Herbs, and I kind of want to play the games that are like, iconic to me first. So I feel like I'm gonna hit up maybe the Sims 2 DS first, and then probably the Sims Busting Out, because those are iconic staples for me. Even the Sims 2 console are iconic staples. There are just so many games, and it's going to take so long. It's probably going to take me maybe a year to get all this content done. I would not be shocked if it takes more than a year, just with everything going on. It's just, they're games, and I upload an episode per week, so it does, you know. I do cut them down real nice for you, though. So, like, you know, you're not, like, getting, like, stream-worthy vibes. It'll be cut down into, like, 30 to 40-minute episodes, and I do cut down all the annoying stuff in between. It'll be fun. Don't worry, I also will have a Bob and Betty Cass speed build overview of them coming into The Sims 4 as well. I love them. The Sims team did make Bob and Betty themselves, but I made them my own way. And as we start furnishing this, we'll talk more about it, but let's just, like, chat about other stuff until the furnishing does happen, because that's where I'm really getting into, like, the vibe of the place. I am currently trying to make, like, a walk-in shower vibe with, like, the split kind of, like, not like a split, but, like, the walls that you can do. You don't have to have them all the way up. I kind of wanted it to make it look like it was, like, a glass shower or whatever. Again, we'll get to that. Like, you'll see how I figure it out. The Sims, I don't know, I love The Sims 4, and I hope that, you know, they do stay true to the world, with Project Renee and all that kind of stuff coming up, that, like, The Sims 4 is still, like, our base main focus game. But I am curious what The Sims have cooking. I wish we knew more. I'm not ready for it to die. I'm ready for it to be fixed. Oh my god, this game needs to be fixed. The main game itself is a disaster, and I just want to play this game and love it for the way, like, it should play, but it doesn't. It doesn't. I also will say I really, 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 really love this house. I really had a fun time playing in this house, and I had a fun time playing as Bob and Betty Newbie as well. They obviously had their daughter Brandy Broke, which is exciting, and yeah, like, it was so funny because when the bug came out, it was like around the Nature's Calling like update. They had this bug on the update where you could not drag things. So, like, you couldn't put your trash or your dishes into, like, the sink or the trash can. You couldn't, like, drag the laundry into baskets. And I live with Bob and Betty Newbie, and my gameplay for my story would be that, like, Betty is the stay-at-home mom or the wife, and Bob is obviously he's dirty, you know. He leaves a lot. I think he's a slob or whatever is a trait, and he leaves a lot of a mess behind. Like, he doesn't put things away in the laundry basket. It just gets left on the ground. He doesn't clean up after himself. That's all for Betty to do. But sometimes I would take control and take care of them, because, man, like, it got messy in here, especially once the kids started coming. And in my gameplay, we had Brandy obviously move in at some point, but we also had Skip broke. Yeah, Skip's her hubby. Yeah, because Dustin is just her kid. And then Dustin, when Dustin was born, because I had them all living in her bedroom at some point. you know, so she had her baby Kate like crib and all that kind of stuff. And then when she gets quote unquote pregnant with her second kid, that's when Skip broke and her decided, okay, we need to go find a home for ourselves, because they were outgrowing their parents' house, Brandy's parents' house, because this house, you know, like, it's old and there's only one extra room. And I really wanted to make them still alive in our save file because they're iconic. And I know in The Sims 2, like, her parents are dead, unfortunately. But you know what? I think that we can keep them around and just keep them in the sense that, you know, they love their daughter and they love their family, but they cannot provide, like, covering the housing for them because it's just not affordable for them. I mean, like, Bob is the only worker and sole provider, and then his wife, Betty, is a stay-at-home, you know, like, wife and was mom, so she's not making very much money. She has some treats too. Again, you'll see that kind of cask play come up soon enough. And I did take a lot of like 70s kind of like furniture vibes and like old like places. I really want this whole neighborhood that they live in to kind of be like more like old 70s vibe, just because like they had that like retro kind of vibe already, and I just like flew with it. So they live in that neighborhood, and there will be other houses around them that look good. They also have a pool in the area, and I think it's like a teen neighborhood. I'm not 100% sure. I think it is. I think it will look amazing. I'm so happy with this house. You'll see like the furniture going into their house right now, or Bob and Betty's room right now. And I like loved this bed, like from I think it's high school years, and I put like that old kind of classic vibe, and I'm just so happy with it. It looks so good. I'm just guys, I really recommend, if you guys like the speed build or if you like Bob and Betty, like this is a really nice place to like house to like play with and like to download. I did put like the little high school years window in Brandy's bedroom, or in this case her old bedroom. I never got to use it though. I didn't play high school years enough. I was hoping that like we'd use it. I couldn't figure out how to use it, so I'm still figuring out the whole high school years gameplay. I haven't even played in the world really. I think I went to the boba tea shop once, and we used the apps a little bit, but you know, the like build buy and the cast itself is awesome. The gameplay is still very new to me. I'm still discovering that. So I did, like I said, go through the cast. The cast is awesome. The cast is great. I love it. So yeah, we're getting more materials, oh my god, stuff, furniture in this house, and we're using those blinds. We're using these matching end tables, and like kind of staying to, like I said, that like old vibe. I used the like basement kit or whatever, like I think it's called basement, something like that, where it has like more like grungy rundown stuff that you would find in the basement. Oh my god, and like, we're so good in this place because I wanted, like I said, I wanted this place to like fit that like modern kind of like house, but I like retro mid-century modern, sorry, not modern, mid-century retro builds, not modern, and just being able to keep items that look like they were like old or broken were just perfect for Bob and Betty Newbie. Like we have that like TV stand thing, but it's like it had the TV but it's broken, so there's no TV in this house. There is like a radio, but it's like the record player radio, and I do have it like alted up onto there, so if you need to fix it, you're gonna have to like pay for it or like take it down and I'll place it again. I just paid for it to be fixed. I also use like this old like wallpaper and stuff, and I have like that stand-up mirror, and I put like all those clothing. Like I wanted a little walk-in closet. I feel like that's not like, I don't know, do we do walk-in closets much anymore? I'm not sure. I don't feel like a lot of people do walk-in closets, but they're very basic in big homes as far as I know. I mean, I haven't really watched like a TV show with like houses, you know, like those like TV shows where you can watch like houses and like decorating and revamping. I haven't watched that in a while, but I do know like walk-in closets are pretty popular. I also used a lot of like the ceiling fans in this build because again, I wanted the time period to like really shine, and I thought it would really, really cool. I am not 100% sure if ceiling fans actually cools down your house or not. You can get the thermostat that came in seasons to alt the temperature in your house, but I believe, and I did play test this, and I believe this works. You can use heaters and the like air conditioners, the functional ones, to make your house warm and cold. And I was using that for this house. So, you know, like, I feel like not every house has like AC. Nowadays we are like upgrading them, but I kind of wanted like a little bit more of like a grungy old vibe, you know, like kept, but like loved unkept in a way. And I did like doing that. There's also a fan that comes with a restoration kit, I think. And I'm not sure if that cools things down either. I know you can turn it on. I'm not sure what it does, but it does look like the AC units do cool down your house and the heaters do work. And I believe that came with for rent. I think we did have an AC, but it was not a functional AC back in the day with another pack. But these functional ACs, they do make noise, they do move, and I do believe that they, you know, the needs were being met in the summer and the winter. So I wasn't having my Sims being cold or hot inside. So I will say that they seem to work. So hopefully they work for you guys as well. I am still learning how the whole rental properties do work. I know there's like a whole glitch system with them. But Brandy has moved into the first rental property I'm going to be living in as a sim, not a landlord. So as I play through with her, I'll kind of see how that all goes with the whole rental property thing. This is a longer voiceover. It is, like I said, it's Bob and Betty Newbie's place. I could have cut more, but I didn't want to cut too much because I knew I was going to talk for a bit. I knew it. I will say, talking to yourself for this long, for 40 minutes straight, this fast is a little tiring, but I can take breaks and take sips of water without you guys hearing, with the magic of editing and pressing record and not record. This is where you do see that I did do another platform for the kitchen. I wanted something to be platformed in this house because it was very popular. Keep in mind, if you guys watched my planning Oasis Springs video for the save file, I do make mood boards, and I did plan out where I was going to put everything. So I had two different types of mood boards. I'd have just the Pinterest board as a vibe for the whole world. But I also had areas, I kind of made my own little mood bearer where I put each neighborhood and what I wanted to put there, the vibe of that build and all that. So Oasis Springs mood board has been posted. I didn't do the Strange Town one yet. No, Strangerville one yet. But I have started working on Strangerville. See, I'm getting them mixed up. Because part of doing the nostalgic and doing things back over was to bring back things. So I did bring other people back from different worlds and all that kind of stuff. So, and this family works in a parched prospect, and putting a trailer park in this area already worked because of Johnny says, so that's why they're all here. We have Betty, Bob, we'll have obviously the Broke family, so they will all be included in this place. I do need to test if when I download the house they come with the photos or not. It does say CC, so I'm expecting it does, because if it's a black screen, then what the heck, you know. But yeah, I really loved playing with this family. I really love this home. This home really did work, and I really did like it. I guess the cabinets were pretty chic, but also with Eco Lifestyle, you can get the Sims 1 chairs and table through the buy debug mode, which was really fun. I've been using that a lot lately in my builds. I really do enjoy making grungier kind of style builds. I mean, they are a lot of work because you do have to put a lot of effort and time into it. But especially with me loving the herbs, it just makes sense. I did say this before and I'll say it again. I really want an herbs pack. Give me an urban world, grungy aesthetic. Give me grungy clothing. Give me grungy furniture and stuff. And how fun would it be to even have an herbs quest? Maybe there's gonna be something that we need to solve. I mean, in The Sims 2, in the Herbs DS, my bad, we're solving more of a political, I wouldn't say political, but we're going after the big corporation more in the Herbs. And I think the other one, I haven't played the Herbs console yet, we will be. That's more a rep specific kind of thing, going after the clicks and stuff. So something like that would be really fun. I'm big on that. And if they ever bring back the Herbs, the old games, I want both. I will scream and shout, we need them both. But yeah, they're also going to be in the save file. I got off track. Why did I talk about that? My bad. But yeah, this house is so awesome. You know why I got off track? Because this is a 38 minute video. Obviously the whole voiceover is not this long because we're going to go over the house after, which is pre-recorded before me talking because I like to watch the video in its full. Oh my god, the light switches, adding them for the realism in every room. Proud of myself for that. Proud of myself. I really thought about the detail, which does make this house more expensive, obviously, for putting in the detail, but it deserves it. Okay, this deserves it. And man, am I, like I said, I'm proud. I'm proud. We have like that old carpet. We even kept like the green color carpet, you know. We have like that paneling, but we got like the dirtier paneling, so it's not like super clean. Like I said, we use like more dirty couches. We have nicer couches in this speed build, but when we go and look over the final, I do change it out. Like I said, some things will change, and I build the house and then I sit with the house and then I play in the house depending on what kind of house it is. And I just found something that was better. I was like, this is like retro, but like this is retro more money. Like I feel like for Bob and Betty Newbie, we need more lived in, more old. Like Bob loved his couch because he's lazy so much that he was not willing to get rid of his old comfy couch. You know, the old couches are always so much more comfy for some reason. They look it, they feel it. You fall asleep as soon as you lay in it. And I figured that they would have that type of couch. So I think we use the basement couch. I could be wrong, but you'll see at the end. And I do like use the telephones, which we got in, I think, the Nostalgia Now time. You have like it doesn't work, unfortunately. They should have made it work. It would have been kind of cool if they did do that, since we already have cell phones. But it's just for decoration. We have like the one that goes on the table, and we have the wall phone, and I thought that would be perfect too. Again, the time period. Bob and Betty were around back then, so it only makes sense. It only makes sense. I love it though, and just the details that I put in this house is just so like, oh, it's so awesome. I really, really, really enjoyed making this house. I really enjoyed playing in this house. I really enjoyed playing with Bob and Betty Newbie. I really enjoyed just like the little simmer heart in me is just so excited. Oh yeah, we're putting this like cookbook in. Man, this came in Business and Hobbies, but it's such like an herbs throwback too, especially since we get like herbs in like 3 herbs in that. I love it. And like I love the family recipe thing. It's just so cool. Of course, like Bob and Betty Newbie like probably have some recipe vibes going on. Like it would only make sense, right? So I'm happy. I think it looks so good. That's like the little like picture frame area where I put pictures of like the family members, and that's what's causing the CC tag. It makes me so mad. If I take them out, it's not causing a CC tag. I think I don't know, like I haven't really messed around with like pictures much in the gallery. I believe as long as you download it, you should be able to see the pictures, but I think there's been a bug where they go black or something. So when I was making my bowling alley, I downloaded them, saved, and came back, and then they were all black, and I had to throw them out. So I don't know if that's a glitch. I think it's a glitch. Because, yeah, I don't know, y'all. Listen, I don't know. I wish this game worked better. Trust me. Yeah, they were using, like, the bookshelf as well for the book. Because it's kind of broken in that basement, like, pack. It's just, Also, we have a fireplace. You can use that in the winter. When we go over the build at the end, I don't have the fireplace on because it was like summer when we were like playing in this. So I don't want to do that. Also, that little like corner right beside the broken TV stand thingy is a perfect place to put the Christmas tree. I actually did that. I had to like, actually you'll see later that I was like, oh my God, the light's missing. It's because I had the Christmas tree there because we just celebrated Christmas recently in my save file. And it was perfect in that corner. It was amazing. And it was kind of, like, I don't know, like, it just brought nostalgia vibes so much. I don't even know. Really, I hope you guys like this build. I hope you guys use this build. Please let me know if you guys will be downloading this from the gallery or what you guys think, because I was really happy with it. Also, I used the little, like, wine thing from Horse Ranch because, you know, yeah. I did fill it with wine, but, like, I think when you save it over, the wine doesn't stay. I don't know. I thought it would be fun. And, like, it matched the color of the cabinet, so I thought it, like, worked perfectly. So, to each their own, right? I think we also kept like a picture like that like Betty had painted at one point. I actually don't even remember if her guitar stayed around. There was a guitar originally when I made this, but she might have picked it up and I might not have put it back down. I might have forgot. So oops if I did. I will say sorry for that one. I haven't looked at like the one I uploaded in a while. I think I uploaded this build to the gallery like last week or so. Yeah, that makes sense. Honestly, like I said, I played in this build for a while now. I wanted to play this just as their family. I also wanted to like instill like memories with their family. So right now they're separated, but when I do move them over to my save file, I play in a different version of the game and then I import them. They'll all be together in a household. I probably won't kill Skip right off the bat because I want his tombstone and I don't think you can like move over a tombstone like from a thingy. I don't think it's gonna like verify, like you don't like you would download a gallery house. I don't know if like I do that if it will say it's Skip's tomb, so I think I'll keep him alive and then as soon as I pop him down on the save file I'll just do like the cheat to kill him by drowning. Sorry, it's fine. I like listen, the amount of times I'm gonna play in the save file, it will take a while before they'll mourn. It's fine. They'll be fine. Everything will be fine. So, I mean, yeah, it's going to be sad. And Brandy's going to have a beautiful time being a mommy. And I feel like she would be a good mom. I feel like. I mean, I could be wrong, but I feel like she would be. And I feel bad for her. And I know there's like lore with Dustin and stuff. Don't worry. We'll get to that later. We're trying to like build herbs, but I'm also playing like this whole side thing. That's why when Alex, the Woohoo Tattoo for the podcast, asked me like, what are you doing? I'm like, oh, chaos. It's chaotic. Like I am jumping back and forth between different genres of like what I'm making. Like I'm working on the Bob and Betty Newbie and Brandy Broke household, but I'm also working on making all the herbs and putting them in the save file, but I'm also working on putting them in this, like the Brandy and the Brokes and all of them in the save file as well. So like we are all over the place, but it's better for me not to just focus only on herbs and all that. And also some of the Sims 2 stuff. Believe it or not, I barely did play the Broke family in the Sims 2. I do plan to try to at some point. I do know the lore. I know the history. I know all of that good stuff. Don't you worry. And the funny thing is, this video is going to be coming out like a week or two before or after I do the save file beginning of the Broke family lore video that's going to go up onto the YouTube channel. I'm assuming I'll probably put that up I don't know. The build might come before that, but there will be a video kind of going through. We already did like the newbies a little bit more, but this will be more focused on like the obviously Broke family. So like Brandy Broke and meeting Skip, still living in the Newbie family house and all that kind of stuff. So, lore is important. Ooh, we're working on the laundry room now. I'm impressed. I love this laundry room. Listen, I think, again, Betty is a stay-at-home mom. Of course, she's going to have a laundry room for all her workings. And obviously, we're looking at Brandy's room right now. But I did obviously had to take that all out and then make it actually a room and then put it all back. So minor changes happened there. We also did add Buddy, the dog, to this household. So we do add in like a little toy chest and like a little bed for him to sleep in the room. We really have to squish things into this house, but I feel like it's it's the perfect size. It is it's just perfect, like I said. And I really, like I said, there you could see like the walk-in shower there. Really loved that. Really had fun with that. Honestly, like if you wanted to play more into the fact that they're older, you could put a chair. I'll give you a fun fact about Bob and Betty Newbie. This kind of goes into the whole like the generations of like the Sims. I have them as like adults, but I have them like with lots of wrinkles and gray hair because I want them to be like that like older adult, like 60 age. I don't want them to, like they're still at their prime, but they're old. I don't want them to be an elder where they're literally gonna die any second, because Sims in this game do die like as soon as they're an elder. It's insane. So they look older, but they're still an adult. We don't have like a stage before elder. You literally, like, I've heard a few people say like you literally go from adult to like basically on your deathbed in The Sims. Unfortunately, that's just how it all goes. So I will usually make my adult Sims, if they're older, look older just by using the cast features and functions like the wrinkles and the gray hair and all that kind of good stuff. You can also sag things by clicking and dragging our little Play-Doh people, you know. I love The Sims 4. Like I said, I'm happy that it's going to be sticking around for a while. I spent a lot of money. Listen, the Sims team is right on the simple fact that we have spent a lot of money on this game, so I would rather them focus on that. But the problem is, don't just focus on releasing the content. Focus on fixing the game. The core game itself is so broken, so damaged, and needs so much love in TLC so it can really just be performative. This game needs to perform properly, and it's not. It's not. It's not living up to my standards. They need to work on this. So hopefully they do. Right now, we're working on something that I'm really proud of. It took me a while. I've seen someone post this on like Pinterest a while ago, and I was like, oh my god, I didn't know that I could make a pop-up pool. And I was like, I'm gonna try this. Oh my god, it was so hard to figure out how to do this. It took me a while and a lot of finagling to get it right, but eventually I did. I cut a lot of it out because, man, just sometimes working with any curved or circular room wall is hell in The Sims 4. I see why it took them so long to add it, but anyways, I love it. I love the little pop-up pool because I think Brandy grew up pretty happy. She just had a lot of babies. And in my game, I have MC Command Center. So I did allow for teen pregnancy. So I have her have Dustin at teen age. And that's why they were living in Bob and Betty's house. And when she got pregnant with the second kid is when they decided to move out. So again, I feel like this was like a happy childhood. Like, I mean, the house, like I said, just could not hold that many people. And that's why she had to go off. Her parents love her and, you know, take care of her and all that kind of stuff. And they're around. And I think it's just better than them passing away. You know, like, I think it's just better. I think it's better. We get the best of both worlds of having them all around. I know we are about to go into, like, seeing the house up close and personal very, very, very soon, actually, which will show you and consist of a lot of the other changes that I did make after the fact and after with playing with the family. I know I add more like garden pots. I know there's obviously some harvestables, the swing set changes, and all that good stuff. And we add, like I said, like little family touches. I think it's more important when I'm making like lore family rich houses for these Sims that are lore heavy that I do play with the family in there, because there'll be certain things and aspects of the family that will suit them better. But yeah, we are starting to do the terrain paint around the house. So I will say we're going to be wrapping up this build voiceover and heading into our, you know, in person, checking everything out part of the video very, very, very soon. And like I said, this place looks so good. It's in Parch Prospect in Oasis Springs, and I would recommend putting it there as well. And the naps will suit this area as well. And everything's gonna be perfect. I hope you guys love this. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I think I totally forgot to mention that. If you guys have not already, please do that. Hello, everyone. Okay, now you guys get to see the build up close and personal. I love this one so much. I know I definitely probably already talked about that in the whole speed build voiceover. I'm filming this beforehand, but this is lovely. I also somehow snagged like the perfect time. It's just so golden out in this game right now. It's gorgeous. Ooh, it's 6:19 in this game. So apparently perfect time. We have like this like 70s-ish old classic house right here. I love her. She looks great. And you come here and you have like the driveway. And actually I am changing this bad boy. I forgot about that. Hold on. I wanted it to match the Oasis Springs. We have a few air conditionings in this place too. So you have like the side door over here, and then you have like the main front door over here, and like the bush and everything. And it's just, oh, it's so lovely. I love this build. Like I said, definitely, you know, like mid-century kind of vibes. Come in right about here, and like, we are kind of still pretty high. Apparently there is no ceiling up there. Huh. Maybe I'll fix that. Maybe not. It looks good though. You have a door over here, and this is actually to your laundry room. It's a really nice laundry room. They definitely have the vibes for everything, and you got some laundry going on already. I'm not very good at apparently bringing us around. We have our living room right here. And our lamp is also not here for some reason. Okay, there we go. All fixed. And you can have, you know, the fire running if you want to. Would definitely be nice. And yeah, I love how you have like a broken TV. I definitely do have in my save file, there's going to be like that there's one of those naps where it's like back in the old days where TV doesn't work. We do have a radio, but no active TV, like books and everything only. We do have a computer, but Bob works off of his computer. So we have like a broken like shelf. We heavily used the basement pack here, I believe. So we also have like the old telephone. I thought it would be really important. I think, yeah, we put one right here too. So this is the kitchen. Got some plates on the wall, you know, your cleaning products, some switches, and just the old kitchen. And you have like the Stims 1 tables, which I thought was really important. I love it. Over here, you have 2 doors. I can't tell if these are 2 different door colors. Or it's just the light. I think it's the light. Okay, it's definitely the light. My bad. You can see the sun. Look how gorgeous that is. Ugh. Come in here. This is your bathroom. I love this bathroom. You know, you got that like blue aqua kind of colored situation going on this side with the sink and the toilet and the bathtub. We do have a toddler potty in here still, which we don't need to, but then we have like an open shower here, which is really nice. And you come back out, you come here, and this was Brandy's old room. Now it's just kind of a place for you to keep all your storage, but Brandy's old room until her family kind of grew out of it. And down over here, you're gonna come to Bob and Betty Newbie's bedroom, and I love their bedroom. The bedroom is so cute. I love it. I feel like it's very like the time period, and we do have our little painting up there that she painted, and she kept some mementos and everything. And their like closet here is a queue down. Yeah, their closet here. I just thought it's so cute. I love it so much. I really, really, really love this house. I'm not kidding when I tell you guys that I love this house like a lot. Come through the kitchen, and you also will get like your backyard here, which is also really nice. We have like one of those like little like pop-up pools. It's so cute, and also like the views are kind of nice. Like I said, I like this being like a Vegas-y world. She's got some garden stuff over here, some flowers. You got a barbecue and a table and the little swing set. Oh, I love this place so much. And seriously, I don't know. I think I nailed it. Yeah, I don't know why that didn't. Maybe I can fix that somehow. Hold on. It just doesn't have a ceiling in that room. I don't know. For my save file, you won't be able to do it from the gallery, but there is some of Brandy's stuff in here when you do open this up. But I don't think that, we can designate it. I can't designate it because she's not an elder, which is fine. But Brandy and Betty and Bob are over here. But I really like this house. I hope you guys do too. You have like a fake little thing here and all that kind of stuff. I love it. I really, really do. I think it looks so good, especially when like everything else is being built up in the area. I hope you guys use this. Let me know in the comment section down below if you guys are going to, and if you love the vibe. I hope you guys do. And I'll see you guys in the next video, because this is wrapping it up. Now that we did our little check over, I showed you everything, and I love it so much. I hope you guys do too. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!